Hello, listeners of A Cup of Ambition podcast. This is a podcast where we talk about the show Ambition. If you're listening and you don't know what Ambition is, it's a fan-created series by our friends Maggie and Esther, semi-inspired by the characters of Girl Meets World that centers around a performing arts school. You can read it and find more information at ambitionsource.tumblr.com.
Yeah. And there's going to be spoilers up in here, so be careful with that.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Jerry.
Jerry Russo.
Yes,
I'd want
I'm
him.
Jerry.
I'd want him on the podcast. Can we do that? Can you be? Can you be? Can you
see
fulfill the father role in my life?
You saw that his nudes were leaked? He had his
Yes.
own.
Honestly,
Anyways,
he was looking real cute. Like I was, good job for him.
You know what? Exactly, right? He was feeling himself, and we support that.
Yes, I do.
Right. So, first off, let's give a big thanks to our viewers.
The way that we brought that. Okay. Yes. First of all, thank you so much for listening to this.
Yeah, thank you so much. We have 46 views.
Yeah.
And 10 subscribers.
We honestly, in the grand scheme of things, maybe we're not that big, but we are. We are the biggest channel on YouTube and on the trending page.
Yeah. We were on the trending page.
No, yeah, did y'all see that? That's probably where you came from. But
so big thanks.
For seriousness, we did not expect that many people to listen. So thank you. We appreciate that, and hopefully you'll have fun and aren't scared. This is the second time in a row that we basically started off talking about doves.
And Jerry Russo of all people.
I guess when we're nervous is just our default thing to talk about.
Oh my god, that's genuinely the funniest defense mechanism I've ever seen in my life. Right, so episode 2 of Ambition, season 1.
Yes, well,
kind of crazy, honestly.
A couple announcements still.
Oh, okay.
First of all, last episode we kept saying the Cup of Ambition podcast. We're new to this, which is kind of my whole announcement on this part. It's a Cup of Ambition.
Exactly. Don't get it twisted, y'all.
And also, I want to apologize for if y'all heard all the rustling on the mic. That was me in my mic. But, now that we have been on the trending page and we have thousands of sponsors trying to, contact us, we've got a little bit of a budget now. So I currently have a Wii karaoke mic for the High School Musical game that I'm using as my microphone inside of an empty honey jar on top of a candle. And honestly, your faves could never. This is a professional podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. With the $1 million budget that we have now, we're balling now.
You have a new mic too.
Yeah, I just don't mind from my brother. He don't need it. He had that shit in the corner. Okay, King, I'm taking it.
Yes, we're stealing from the patriarchy. We are sustainable recycling.
Yes.
Old things that we don't use anymore.
Exactly.
So you can support us. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, episode 2, The Phantom of AAA.
I really like this episode because, well, the Phantom of the Opera. Anything that has to do with Phantom, let's go. But I think it was underutilized, disappointed.
I would totally wholeheartly agree. The episode is called Phantom of AAA, and we're getting ahead of ourselves as usual, but there was 30 seconds of Chai singing one song.
Very rude to have Chai sing.
Yeah. So this is my beef. This is the biggest problem of the whole show. There needs to be more Phantom.
Exactly.
just
I
saying.
agree.
I can understand maybe not liking the characters of the Phantom as a whole because, like, if I saw the Phantom, I would beat his ass up. Like, I don't like him,
Yeah,
but
he's crazy.
every single song fucks in that movie.
Period.
Masquerade,
But I'm gonna be real with you
Point
though.
of
I'm
No
gonna be real.
Return.
Oh,
What's up?
period. I'm gonna be real with you. I've only seen the movie. I've never actually seen the musical. But I will say that as a child, when I watched this movie with my mother, I had the hots for the Phantom. Okay.
Girl, of course.
Of course, but it was Jared Butler. That man did things to me. I was 9. I was feeling all these emotions. I think it started from there, my DILF love, but I'm just gonna say that. That's it.
Yeah, I haven't watched the actual musical either, and the movie is not apparently like a good adaptation.
And I don't care
But
about
it's
that.
like I don't need it. Like the songs are like
Good.
good, yeah. So I just think, why didn't we have a little more of that?
You would think a
But
musical would have more Phantom, but whatever. The hate is
yeah, like
real.
okay, the Glee is Glee a musical at this point? Ugh, I'm just kidding.
No,
I know why they use
there's 3 or 2 Glee performances this time. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's
Yes,
2
there's
Glee ones.
two.
And let me tell you, I'm about to beat Glee up. I don't know why people like it so much, but I mean, it does have some bops. I will be honest.
Yeah, I'll say that. But yes, Ambition is superior. Read Ambition.
So, just a little
So I
summary of
guess
what goes down.
yeah.
Oh, you want to go?
No, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay, so just a little summary of this episode is that the Techies are a little mad that they can't go to this conference that's like really important for them because they get to bond and whatever. But because Jack double booked a performance for the performers at this middle school, the Techies can't go. So they're a little mad about this. So they have to do this mockumentary about a ghost that lives in AAA. And that's basically the whole episode.
And yeah, in an attempt to like scare the performers and make them mad.
Exactly.
And ruin their performance. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the episode starts out. Riley wakes up. She has her cute little vision board. Corey and Sean. What's up?
Yes. Okay. No. Let me tell you. I put that in my notes that we get hit immediately with Sean in this episode, and I'm not trying to dunk on this kid, but I didn't want to be seeing Sean first thing in this episode. I'm just saying that.
Sure. I was one thing that is interesting is that Corey and Sean are eating there, but Topanga isn't there, and they're talking about Corey's marital problems.
Mm-hmm.
And also I have my first infraction of the episode that's not even
I think I know what you're gonna write.
Corey, okay, so Sean gets like a text from Jack about like the double booking, and he's like, oh fuck, and he's like, okay, I have to like go to school. And Corey says, oh well, I guess I'm not going to school today. Oh my god.
Yeah, he says I'm like, calling in sick. Ugh.
Literally, like, fuck you. Literally, it's like
he doesn't take his job serious.
Yes, he's like, oh, there's a problem. I guess I won't go. Like, you don't even know half the problems at this school. Yeah, he just annoys me. Like, he doesn't even know what it is, and he's just like, ugh, I guess I won't go. Like, grow up. You're an adult.
Yeah, like first of all, the fact that he's just like, okay, I'm gonna take a sick day. Screw these students. I don't need to deal with it. Do you even care about your students, Corey? No, you don't. And the fact that Riley heard this, no wonder she hates her dad. Like, ugh, this guy is annoying. Anyways.
Yeah. So that's my first infraction. Is like your teachers don't want to show up if there's a slight problem, and your school is full of problems.
Mm-hmm.
Which later Jack says when he's explaining that basically the techie conference was like allows them to like learn stuff and like make connections, and like Issa was gonna submit a film and stuff there.
Yeah.
Like it's for the sophomore, juniors, and seniors, and it conflicts with a recruitment performance at the middle school, which like one of the important like people for Casal and like the district, I think, Michael Jacobs.
Yeah, Mr. Jacobs.
whoever that is, like
Yeah, I
he's
don't
gonna
know who
be
that
there,
is.
so they're like it's more important. So he
Mm-hmm.
keeps the sophomores from going because they're like the lowest class or whatever. Um, and Sean is like, what the hell? Like people are gonna be so pissed off, and Eric is like, you're gonna make some waves. And one of my favorite lines
Mm-hmm.
is Jack saying, "You say this as if school isn't hell every week," because it's true.
Yeah, honestly, if I had to work here, in Adams Academy, I would quit a day in.
Yeah.
One look
So
at Fargo and his stupid blazer, I would have been.
it's like,
I'm sorry, y'all.
no, we can be mean to him. It's okay. Like, I know that we literally just judged Corey for being like, I'm not gonna go, but it's like, okay, this is your job. Like, you could have
See,
just
but
quit.
I would be upfront about it. I'd be like, this is shitty. I don't care about the students. I'm leaving. Bye. I don't even want the 2 weeks. I'm not doing 2 weeks. Putting on my unemployment. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
If you quit, you can't get unemployment.
You're right. I have to be fired. Well, I would. Well, either way, if I were to get fired, I wouldn't even want my unemployment.
You
Sorry,
don't want
ladies.
nothing from
Sorry.
this school.
Nothing.
Um.
Yeah. So
So
Jack
Lucas and
had to make some. Oh yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. Jack had to make some decisions, and
Mhm.
I feel like we should respect his decisions because he's trying his best, honestly. And I think him being that attractive should allow anything that he does to be okay.
True. I didn't really have a problem with that in particular. Like, it sucks, but to me, his reasoning makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they are the sophomores. So it's like, I can get it. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily super mad at that. I don't consider that like bad. I mean, like, it's annoying and it's hard, but like, he knew that. Like, it wasn't like he was like, oh, everyone's gonna be fine with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They have to make hard decisions, hard calls to make.
Yeah.
Anyways, you were saying about Lucas?
So I was gonna say Lucas and Isadora are like hella pissed that
Mm-hmm. But like, when aren't they pissed?
literally
They're always pissed
um
about something.
this is true. And so we have the first performance, Thriller
Oh yes.
role, where the performers are practicing for the recruitment performance, and the techies like start messing it up.
Which is iconic.
Yeah.
Because I don't like Glee, and I thought them interrupting us was beautiful. Like, especially that one part with Lucas where he's not singing, but he's just exactly. He just like breaks up the performance with "Darkness Falls Across the Net." Like, let's go.
I thought
He
that
did
was so
that.
funny because he's like, I'm not dramatic, but he's like,
The most dramatic.
darkness falls across. Like, okay, it's like literally you're dramatic. He would
He's
be
so
a
funny.
diva if he performed. I'll just say
Oh,
it.
you know what? It's a hot take, but I agree. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Nar, it's true. Everyone clicks off.
Immediately. No, I think they would have clicked off when we talked about Jerry Russo.
That's true.
For sure.
Oh
my God. Yeah.
I was gonna ask. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the same. I was gonna say the same thing I've been saying this entire podcast series, where it's like Fargo goes, "I want them all expelled," and I'm like, I think we should have gotten him expelled for that fashion disaster in that first episode with the blazer. Just saying, that's it.
Yeah, he should have gone like dress
sorry.
coded for looking like a
Exactly.
little bitch. Get out,
little bitch boy. Right. So you were gonna say, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, yeah, so basically they Issa gets the idea to like make a mockumentary about a phantom that lives in AAA to like scare everyone. I was gonna ask, have you had any ghostly paranormal experience?
Well, I have never seen anything. I don't know if my brain is just like clicked off, but my dad, he picked up these little stools off like some person's house that they had it for free. Like they had written down for free, take whatever. My dad was like,
Right.
"Oh, this is really good. We're going to take these." So he does take it. And one day during the morning, he was sitting on the stool and he says that he saw a person sitting right next to him while he was eating.
Oh,
And he had gotten
damn.
scared because nobody was around him. It wasn't me. It wasn't my siblings. It wasn't my mom. It was just this random man sitting on that stool. And he says that he felt such a fear, and then he threw away the stools later.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. And I guess I would say, do you believe in? That would probably be a better place to start.
You know what? I'm like indecisive about believing in ghosts or not. Like I hear my dad say these things, and I believe that he saw something, but until
Right.
I experience something for myself, I won't believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't completely be like, oh, there's no such thing as ghosts, like Farkle says, which like, okay, Farkle, he never wants to, be on people's side. He always has to have his own opinions, but whatever.
What
I
a
guess that,
contrarian.
yes, but whatever. He can live. He can have his opinions. But what about you?
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts?
To me, I think I'm kind of like on the same page. I think like to me, it's like the universe is so crazy that it's like, yeah, might as well happen. Might as well happen. Like,
Well, yeah. At this point in
life, anything could happen. Yeah, there's things that I'm like, oh, this is like interesting. I'm not necessarily like ghosts are real, but
yeah.
I'm also not like, no, they're not real. Like, I don't know, man, shit happens. But for ghostly experiences, I've had a fair share of little things, I guess. Books in my room coming off the shelves.
Excuse me, and you don't believe in ghosts? Emma, get the heck out of there.
I've
right
had
this second.
This is like my old home. And I had sometimes I feel, even before I had cats, like cat paws like coming on my bed and stuff. And there was like cats buried in the yard before, like from the previous owners.
That's
and
scary.
even here, there used to be the old owners used to have like dogs, and sometimes I'll like there's like a paw, but like my room is closed, Emma. Like my cats aren't there. And one time, okay, so at my old college, one time we were really bored and we were pretending to like do ghost hunting, which was fun. Like we just used this shitty app that was really fun. But
love that.
I was gonna say at the end of the semester, I won't get into it, but I had like crazy ass year at my first year in college, and like it was like some demonic dark-sided energy. Like it was like too much chaos going on. And then
it's them cats, they followed you.
I was talking to some people and I was like, oh yeah, like I live in this dorm, and they're like, oh, the one with the ghost? And I was like, oh. the who and the what? I had never heard of this, but apparently it's like common legends at the school that there's like a ghost that lives in that one suite.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Like, honestly, I can kind of believe it because there was some weird ass shit going on there where I feel like there was like a malevolent spirit haunting some bitches.
Y'all would be the first people to die in a movie. I'm not even gonna front. Y'all stay to explore, to do little
That's so true. I
would.
I
y'all
really
would
like
y'all missed the first point. No, like literally, you think if I hear or have one experience and I'm out of here, I don't care. I will leave this house.
But it wasn't
no problem.
It's not like malevolent things with my like the book coming off the shelf.
No,
like
girl,
it was just like a book.
You can never play around with that because like what if it is and it's just trying to get you on its side, and then once you start talking, my mom says that if you think there's something in like in your presence, never speak out to it. Because then it's like you're giving it attention.
I don't think I spoke out to it. I was just like, huh? And then I went back to sleep.
I was gonna say that I think the reason I've never had like a ghost experience is probably because, and this is, I don't know, a little bit embarrassing, but I talk a lot to myself out loud. And I think the ghosts are so freaking terrified of me. And they're like, should we spook her, or are they just like into the conversation I'm having by myself? They're like, oh, and she
like,
said
this
what?
bitch is so fucking weird. Like, they're like, I'm a ghost, but this is a little too strange.
This is just a little too much for me. Let me go spook the next door neighbor, actually. Yeah.
So
anyways, that's funny.
Yeah. So we have This Is Halloween.
Okay, but before we get to that,
oh yes, I'm
because
sorry.
there's no, you're entirely fine, because I love that. That was my favorite performance, just real quick. But there was, before that, we have a thing where Farkle says, oh, there's no such thing as wait, completely off track. But when Isadora was talking about the mockumentary, Dylan goes, there's a ghost? And she's like, no, it's a mockument. Can I finish? Yeah. And that was my fave quote. That's like one of my fave quotes, is Dylan being like, there's a ghost in here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like I forgot to I mentioned that, and I had to say it real quick.
It's okay. I mean, I feel like, it's only the second episode, but y'all should expect that we're gonna be up.
Oh yeah. And then there's another one that comes a little bit after that Dylan quote, where it's Dave saying, okay, I have an idea. And he's like, we get a pair of crocodiles. And you're like, why would you need crocodiles for this? But he knows a guy.
Yeah.
So they could get a pair of crocodiles. And honestly, I want to see him get these crocodiles in what's it called?
Adam's Academy.
Me forgetting the name of the school. I just call it Ambition.
Yeah, just call it AAA. Maybe
AAA. Anyway, sorry. Let's go to the performance.
Well, I was gonna say, in our list, where we want Dave to have a cannon, and we want him to be able to have crocodiles.
Exactly. I think he deserves it, to be honest.
Yeah. So let's get that started. This is Halloween. So this is your favorite?
Yeah, I ranked this one 10 out of 10, but I forgot to tell my ranking for the Glee Thriller Heads Will Roll, and I put 6 out of 10 because it's Glee. They ruined Michael Jackson's song for me. I don't really care about it. Whatever. But what was fun was the interruption by the Techies. Just say it. Okay. But this one I loved because it was the Techies, and they're doing all these things. They're working on the project, and we get to hear the song. And I just think The Nightmare Before Christmas is such a good movie. And this song is such a banger. So 10 out of 10 is my favorite.
Yeah, I like this one. I was telling Hanny, it's a little hard for me to like pick a favorite of this ep. This was I liked this scene though. I liked seeing Issa as Jack, and like all the Techies being like mischievous and evil. And I think like overall, I like the performances in this ep, and how they have like the theme of like spooky and scary, and like horror-y type of stuff, but it's also like, I think it works, and it's not like crazy heavy-handed or anything. Like, I just kind of like the theming around it, which is fun. But
the vibes are immaculate.
Are we done with This Is Halloween?
I think so. Oh wait, actually, I say I think so, and then I immediately say no. There's this one lyric that Nate sings, and he goes, "I am the clown with the tear away face, here in a flash and gone without a trace."
He's the clown.
He's the clown. I love that. I put that in my favorite quotes. Yes, that was amazing. Right, so next.
I was gonna mention, so right after that, they're continuing having rehearsal. Actually, this is like probably my favorite scene. So first of all, I think.
Okay, how come?
I can't remember. Okay. First of all, Sarah glares at Riley for accidentally bumping into her.
Okay, bitch. Like, let's see you do better, Sarah.
It was so annoying. Like, I just hate her. And then this is where Farkle is like, ghosts aren't real, blah blah blah, science. And then like Lucas scares him. I loved that. That was one of my favorite moments.
I put a little note where it's like, this is funny because y'all have been watching this movie where Corey shows up, and it's called Moxie, and his only thing he does in that movie, guys, is to jump scare a person.
Okay, yeah, so I watched it last night and I knew that he was gonna be in it, but I didn't watch the clip that people were sending earlier. And I was literally so scared, like, because he literally jumps out
Yeah.
at this girl and he's
Frightening.
and it's like, ew.
That's his only line, dude. It's
Yeah,
so
and he looked like
embarrassing.
scary, like he had that weird middle part and his like outfit was whack. Like
Ugh.
it
Yeah.
like well, I was gonna say maybe even a blazer was better, but no, but like it was
No.
not an outfit. That was a little too far. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this whole scene with the ghost debate.
Yeah, because
it's
this
so funny.
It is funny, but there's just one line because they're talking about Charlie's talking about like if ghosts were real, that his grandmother would be like mad at him for missing church on Sunday, and that he would go to hell. And then Dylan goes, "Oh, I'm going to hell too, but that's not why."
That's like one of my favorite lines in the series.
Yeah, he is
it's
such
so
an icon.
And also, I wrote another quote. Like Yogi is talking about. He's like, no, I think like ghosts are real. Like there's this, like if not, like there's this old man who like moves furniture in his apartment when no one's there. And Charlie is like, are you sure that's not just some homeless squatter? And that was
Yeah, that's a good egg. He's like concerned for Yogi, like, yo, I think you need to get that checked out, honestly.
And that's like so crazy to me. I'm like, oh, he just has like some homeless guy that's like in in his apartment.
All these kids got something going on. No,
Literally.
clearly not. It's very fun. Yes, Charlie's a good egg. He's worried.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next is, well, in my notes, I have the like parallel of Isadora's foster home and home. I don't know if there's something that you want to talk about.
Oh yeah, well, I wrote down that like we see her home life and how just she don't get a moment of quiet up in this damn house. And I like that we have Lucas there. Like we're seeing more of their friendship and this like they're a little bit closer, probably they're closer to each other than the other Techies, and we're seeing that here. Like I don't think Isadora would invite the other Techies to her house.
Yeah.
Like she'd probably be like, nah, only Lucas. And I think that's cute. That's nice. We stand supportive friendship.
Yeah. I thought it was really interesting the parallel between Isadora and Farkle about how like she like you said, she doesn't get a moment alone and she's just like, can I just have a fucking second? Like literally.
Yeah.
Whereas
Same with Farkle
is in like a big home, you know, it's kind of more empty and he feels really ignored and like he's being like brushed off as silly and like his dad isn't like coming to his performances and stuff. And I thought that was interesting because it's like kind of shows you, I think, part of why Farkle is so attention starved and like acts out and like is like everyone look at me because he doesn't get like any attention.
Yeah, like he just wants attention from anybody. Like his parents are ignoring him because they have so many goddamn kids, and it's like he don't get a moment to himself with his parents because he has to share that attention. So he's really acting out, truly, like a little child. That's why he wears that blazer. He's trying to get some opinions over here.
He's like, any attention is good attention.
It's good attention.
Well, we're paying attention to you, so.
Oh my god! And after this, we finally get to the only Phantom of the Opera performance, and it's Chai, and it's Think of Me. Only the first 40 seconds
version.
Yeah, the annoying.
Not even Emily Rossum singing it. Ugh.
So frustrating. I feel disappointed, but I'm not shocked nor surprised because I know a little behind the scenes info is that the writers don't really like Phantom of the Opera.
And they're wrong for that.
And they're wrong for that. But I wanted to make that clear.
Yes, I was just upset. Like, Emma Hans should have sang the whole thing. Just saying.
I think we would have killed it, to be honest. But we know B class never wins. Yes, sing, girl, sing. I ranked that 7 out of 10.
Thank
The
you.
child performance. Oh no.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was gonna be, that was
Girly,
a 15 out of 10.
No, I was gonna say the child performance is 7 out of 10, but your performance is 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
You have the vocal strength. I think you are iconic.
Yeah, I sang in choir for like an audition. I sang All I Ask of You.
Oh my god, what?
That's like
her mind.
That's
it
my favorite
astounds
song.
me. It's a good song.
From Phantom, I think. But Important No Return. Shit.
Oh, what happened?
There is a giant fucking spider on my wall.
Emma, you scared the shit out of me.
I'm so sorry. It's the Phantom.
That's one of the 10 subscribers we have.
It's like, ew.
Oh, do you want to go kill it
real
real quick while I
happening?
just ignore it? It doesn't even matter. It's not even there, baby. And ignore it.
Okay, it's like
yeah.
Okay.
Freaking Chai, she ruins everything. Anyways, but we have the next scene with Riley and Maya. Riley was like, "Let me help her out." No, for real. For real. Because Maya was kind of like nervous because of this whole scene where Chai is singing. The Techies do like this thing where like something falls to the floor and it scares everybody. So Maya later on goes to the dressing room.
Can I interject?
Of course.
I totally forgot a few of my infractions. So one, just in general, again, Sean and Angela continue to make the Techie and performer thing about them.
Yes, you're right.
And also, Jack does nothing about the first like techie thing where they're messing up the performance, which honestly is not like that bad to me, but could be called into question because he's siding with Sean. Like, is that nepotism again?
Oh,
and
maybe.
Also, Sean is like supporting the whole effort of working with the performers. Like he walked in on them and he was like, hell yes, let's fuck with them. So that's like, I mean, to me, iconic behavior, but in the
best teacher
of the
performance, no,
is irresponsible. And then again, with what we just brought up, the set, the Techies, I'm guessing they broke it, right? Like they broke it. It wasn't like hella big or anything, but they're breaking sets.
No. It's just a thin wood, like a piece of thin wood, it says.
They're in danger. So those are, infractions.
Agree. Because like I mean, like if one of like I
was gonna say it's not Lucas disrupting the whole entire fire department of New York City, but
yeah, that I feel like that deserves not just one infraction, but like 10.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say that even if it was just like a small thin piece of wood that falls, like if that hits somebody's head, I would be mad. I would be like, I'm suing this stupid school. I was in danger. I think I deserve like my reparations for what I just went through, emotional distress.
But how do you feel that it was almost Sparkle that got hurt? Like, would you care to like, is that more acceptable?
Because it was Farkle.
I'll take a fraction of an infraction. It's like
I don't really care about Farkle. So like, if it was Riley, it would have been like, oh, these mofos trying.
Everyone's gonna get expelled.
Everybody is going down today. But if it's Farkle, I don't really give a shit about him. Like, whatever. I feel really bad. Like, I'm sorry. I do like Farkle. Well, not really.
I actually like enjoy him as a character.
He's interesting, yeah.
He's very fun and easy to make fun of.
Exactly.
And also he's like 10 times the most annoying right now.
He really takes the cake for the most annoying. Yeah. And Maya is like close second.
Yeah, because Maya is a bitch to Riley in this scene.
What a bitch. Because like, not to be like, girl power, let's go.
No, but, let's be mean to her. She's not executing girlness.
Yeah, she's really mean to Riley. For no reason. She was trying to help her. Like, Riley was being nice, trying to be friendly with her. And Maya's like, I don't need this help from you, especially someone who, like, isn't doing so well or whatever. I don't remember what she said, but she was like,
yeah, she was
kind of
saying
dunking on her.
someone who isn't performing to the rigor of the school or whatever. Like, shut up. Literally.
Yeah.
And
it's horrible. I don't like Maya.
yeah.
And I feel like this is true. Like I feel like in the original series, like I don't even want to mention the name of it, but like I've always hated her, but whatever. Like,
okay, that's yeah.
Anyway, so the next scene we see Zay is kind of like, what's going on here?
Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, what happened?
You're not talking about somebody's watching me yet, are you?
No. Just like he was like he's in the dressing room. He's kind of like,
right.
Something's going up in here. I don't know if it's actually a phantom. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
Yeah, there's like the next scene with Charlie and Riley is so embarrassingly cringe to me.
I think it's so funny how he's like, everybody's got something, you know what I mean? Like, okay, he's so emo.
No, but it's the part where Riley's like, she bats her eyelashes, and she's like, if you can tell me, like, Riley, girl, no, you're 15. Charlie's not the guy you want.
I mean, she's like doing it to manipulate him, which is like kind of funny.
I know, but it's still like, so funny that she's batting her eyelashes.
I think
it's so embarrassing.
It's so funny because it's just like, I mean, like they have good like vibes as like friends, but even now it's like only the second episode. It's like I don't think he's really putting out that much energy. That's
no,
like, I am so into you. Like he's like just like.
He's really just a friendly ass dude, and people are confused that for like flirting and like, oh, he's a ladies' man, but is he though? Is he? No, he's not. But it's funny.
And yeah, it's just sort of like, okay.
Oh my god.
Charlie says there's a demon that needs to be exorcised. He's like kind of joking, but he's like, if there's something there, it needs to be exorcised.
And then Riley's like, I know exactly who.
Riley, I think it's so funny, the idea of like Lucas and Techies being demonic.
They're so fucking funny, dude.
But yeah, so Riley.
But we get an RL scene
investigating herself, and she's like, "Let me see what's up."
What's good?
She's looking around. There's some spooky, scary music, and then she's like, "The booth. I'm gonna check that out."
Her ass was bold.
And then Lucas is like, "Hey, Riley."
He's just like, he starts foaming at the mouth. What are you? But it's so funny though, because it's like, you're not, he says to Riley that she's not supposed to be here, but technically he's not like the owner of the tech booth.
Yeah.
He shouldn't even be here right now.
Yeah.
But he's so protective of the booth, and obviously they probably got some plants up in there, so he has to hide it. But I just why I love this scene between them so much. I think it's like the first time that they actually, he converses with her. She tries to talk, but she can't. But there's this moment where, she's like stammering, but there's this moment where they're like looking at each other, and he like examines her, and he gets a good look at her. And I don't know why, but it makes my heart go.
Yeah, I wrote that down because I'm like, are you examining or are you checking out?
My boy, he wouldn't even know what checking out means. He's like,
yeah, that's true. He's like, is this a threat? But he's like,
yeah. Lucas is it's like he's a baby. He's going through the I don't want to be like
demonic baby with a switchblade and full spiral.
Boss baby.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Why would you bring that up? I hate.
No, we can move behind that. We can move past that.
Henny, I'm gonna like think about that for the rest of my fucking life. Like every time I'm gonna imagine him, an annoying baby with his ugly big ass head, and fucking ugly smirk.
Hey, Boss Baby was good. I liked the movie. It was cute. I like Alec Baldwin. He's funny, and it was fun. His voice is good.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Definitely going into the Criterion film collection, Oscar winning.
Oh my god. Anyways, same performance. I'm I'm just like excited though because it's like finally Zay performance, my king.
Yay!
Let's
I
go.
like this
And it's
performance.
honestly, it's so fun. Yes, it's so fun.
I was making tea before we did the podcast, and I kept saying chorus to myself.
Wait, can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
I made myself tea before. I kept
Oh.
saying this somebody's watching me myself.
Oh,
It's very
okay, yes,
catchy.
that's what. It is catchy. It's extremely catchy. I love that song. And I rank this a 9 out of 10 because I like the Zay was kind of like, why are they watching me? And then he turns it around and flips it on watching them.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
Yes.
performing the song.
I love like how smart and how clever he is about like checking it out, and I think it's also iconic. Basically, he interrogates Issa at the end and is like, "So what is up?" And she finally breaks, and she's like, "Okay, you know, we're fucking with the performers. Don't tell them." And he's like, "No, I'm not gonna tell them.
No.
I want to mess with them too."
Yes, it's so
that
fun.
was iconic. That was fun.
And you can kind of see like the dynamic. Like, yes, he's part of like quote unquote the divas, but he's not really as bad as Maya and Farkle. He definitely is like in a different league, in my opinion. So he's good. His performance was amazing, and I love this alliance. This little temporary truce was good.
Yeah, I also have like, I think what happens in the next scene is really interesting about it after we kind of explain what happens. But so in the next scene, actually there's a few things I wanted to hear, but first let's talk about basically they pretend that the Techies kidnap Zay, like, and
that they killed
like,
him
on stage, and
yes.
Farkle freaks out. Like that's he finally cracks because I think what was interesting to me about this scene, so Zay before he's like, I know how to make Farkle crack because like both of them don't believe in ghosts, so he knows like, okay, Zay isn't like, he thinks that Zay isn't gonna like and then also Zay knows him like really well because they've been like classmates, and he just like knows his psyche and knows what'll freak him out. So I thought it was like a really interesting insight into like Farkle and Zay's relationship, because in some ways they can relate and sort of trust each other or respect each other in some, you know, okay, you're a performer, I'm a performer, right? We're both good at it or whatever. But also there's a rivalry there, and messing with him, and they know each other well enough to fuck with each other. And also I thought the idea of like Farkle freaking out at like death on the stage is kind of maybe like an interesting foreshadowing or starting of like Farkle has a very interesting relationship with death, or like fake death on the stage, like with Les Mis and stuff, and like all. So I just thought it was kind of interesting, like to see how death affects him and like his kind of relationship with that, which will like develop over time.
Yeah, that scene where he like freaks out.
Yeah,
that was you know, tough. I don't know, seeing somebody that you know like because he doesn't know it's fake, but seeing somebody that he knows, he's been like 2 years together, like die, that must have been so scary and shocking for him. That must have really put into perspective how like they have the rivalry and like they kind of are mean to each other sometimes, but probably seeing that he was like, oh shit, this is a lot.
Yeah.
The Techies were kind of mean.
Yeah.
So rude.
The other thing that I want to ask was, I think it's time for what would Emma hand
be doing. Okay.
If you don't know, again, I really explain this in a succinct way. Basically, the B class, which is the other half of the sophomore class, there is a character in there that is based off of us, to Emma and Hanny. And we are including a segment where we were with them. What would we do? What are we doing in this episode? first of all, like I said, I think we should.
Hello?
But
Oh, I think your mic went out a little bit. That last bit went out a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just gonna say, one, I think we would be singing "Think of Me," like we said earlier. But my question is kind of for this scene / plot in particular. You know, would we be
A part of it?
joining in on the hijinks? Yeah.
I feel like if there's a chance for us to bully Farkle and take a chance, I think we would. I think if we somehow figured out that Isadora and Lucas and
Well,
the
we would
Techies were
because we're
doing
the
this.
smartest person in this
Exactly,
whole school, and we know
exactly.
everything.
Yeah, we do know everything.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. I'm getting interrupted by my father. Excuse me. But yes, I do think we would have figured it out in a way. I don't know which way. We're just that smart that we would just know. We would automatically just see them. We would be like, oh, these two are up to no good.
Yeah.
And then we would be like, okay, we would be like Zay, where we were like, can we join this little shenanigans?
Shenanigans.
Yeah, the little shenanigans y'all are playing. And then we would. I think we were the ones that kidnapped Zay. We wanted to be up and close to what happened with Farkle.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you
We
think?
wanted to traumatize.
Exactly. We wanted to be one of the ones that traumatized Farkle. I think it's just plain.
I think I think we could be editors on.
Oh, editors.
We force Issa to make the soundtrack be us singing Phantom of the Opera.
I love that. I love that. I really do. Yes, Emma Han, we stan, and they're iconic. They honestly, Emma is doing most of the vocals and Emma Han.
I think would be awesome.
That would be beautiful. I would like to see it.
All right. Sorry, I wasn't. I agree.
No. I'm just thinking of how funny it'd be if we kidnapped Zay. We really want to traumatize Farkle. Oh my god, it's because it's payback for the blazer.
Yeah, literally.
I feel bad because he doesn't even wear a blazer in this one, but I'm never gonna get over it.
Maybe he does, and we just don't know.
Yeah, I think he probably has you know how he always wore turtlenecks. He always has a different colored blazer on.
Next in my notes is Creep. Is there anything between?
Oh, I liked Creep. I was like, yes, Riley performance. I love Riley, so anything she performs, even if it's not as dramatic as the others, I'm always gonna love. I rank this 9 out of 10 because one, this cover by I don't know how to pronounce her name, Giselle.
I don't know. I forgot the name.
Well, the original performance, yeah, her performance is really great, and I love this. I think it's a cover, right?
It's a cover. It's a Radiohead song.
Yeah. So I love this cover.
For me, as the emo bitch, I love that this song was in the show.
Yes, love Riley. She did another ukulele. She's looking out the window. She is singing this. I mean, I don't think she's looking out the window. I think it just made that up.
She's on the bay window or whatever, but there's probably a shot where she's looking out the window and feeling sad.
And of course, Corey interrupts, going a little bitch.
Oh,
let us live.
One more thing for Creep. I was gonna say one I kind of to my point of how the performances all have this theme. I like how it fits with the kind of spooky, eerie creep feel without being gimmicky, and I also like how the lyrics relate to Riley feeling out of place.
Oh yeah.
I don't belong here. I wish wishing she was special amongst all the talent that is so out there, and also again kind of the theme of her singing more understated songs compared to really loud bombastic songs. She in her own way she is special, but she just doesn't see it. You know what I mean?
And she doesn't have like the same kind of confidence or narcissism that Maya and Farkle have.
Yeah.
So she's very like um
Insecure.
insecure. Yeah, but there's another word that I'm thinking of where it's very she doesn't think highly of herself, but it's ugh, I wish I knew
Like
words.
downplays herself.
We could go with that. But yeah, I feel bad for
Sorry,
her.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I wanted to be able to explain what I'm thinking of. Like I had it in my head and it just like it disappeared. But it's I'm moving past that. My brain
Okay.
sucks. But
No, it doesn't.
that whole performance was beautiful. I think anytime a Riley performance is on, I know I'm gonna enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually always like rank hers a little higher.
It's biased.
Maybe it's
And that's
biased.
okay.
It's
okay to be
Chef's kiss,
biased.
bro. She sang that. Her bless her little heart. I love her.
Okay, next. I probably skipped a lot of stuff. I just said them talking about time warp. I don't know if they stuff.
No, yeah. Well, basically they settle on time warp because the other performance they were to do, it was messed up by the Techies doing the Phantom thing. So they were like, "What's a song that we could do?" And everybody, because they're theater nerds or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, I wrote because they're gay.
Yeah, that's
they
rock time warp
picture show. So
I don't even know what time warp is.
Picture show. I'm saying that, and it's probably wrong.
I don't know where it's from. It says performed by Glee cast, and I don't go into it even more than that.
Glee doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure it's from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Is it? I have never seen it, so.
Yeah, it's from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I feel bad. I listened to it. I don't like it. Maybe it's because the Glee didn't do a good job.
I thought it was like fun in concept. Like if I heard them singing it, I would like it.
Yeah, that's true. Because like listening to the Glee class one, I didn't like it.
But it wasn't. I don't think it would be like an overall fave.
No, that one got 5 out of 10 for me. The Chai performance got more, and that's saying something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For Creep, I was saying, that's something that I would think I would like actually like listen to if like we had a cast recording. Like I would listen.
Oh yeah. True. I think I would listen to anything that Riley performed.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would be my personal bias. Like I don't even care if I don't like the song. I would listen for her. She never misses. It's like her and Zay. I could listen to whatever, and I love
That's honestly true. That's true. No.
And Lucas, I know he doesn't perform, but he does do like.
You're just gonna listen to that one. Like he just falls across exactly. The like over and over again.
I would like if somebody put that on Spotify, I would be the one streaming it, like just often.
And so basically, they're getting ready to do like the time warp performance.
Mm-hmm. But Sean in that, exactly. Sean,
sorry. And then Sean, it's okay. I was like, wait, what? Sean tells Isadora, like, did you submit the film that you wanted to submit? And she's like, yeah, but like, can't go. And he's like, Luke and Issa, go, get out of here. We'll take care of it. Which
it's so cute.
I really love that moment.
Yes,
it shows that he cares about them. And one of my favorite quotes was him saying, "Look, sometimes you can't let the man tell you what to do or how to be. Something is important. If it matters, you go out and you do it anyway. Only you can decide who you are and what matters. You stand up for yourself."
Yes, that's beautiful.
I love that.
I did. I wrote that down in my favorite quotes, and I even put after it says, "I know I dunk on Sean, but he has his moments." And it's right. He does have his moments.
That's true.
I love that one scene though, but then we have that Dylan's like he gives like he says I captain because he's now in charge, and I don't know, Dylan, I love him.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of Dylan this episode in comparison to last episode. Wig.
Yeah, I did, as much as once that was my favorite scenes, I did put that as a possible infraction against AAA because I said, Sean lets Issa and Lucas go. Does he even have that authority? Aren't they supposed to have like field trip slips or something where it's like call if something happens, like if it's
You're
liable.
so
Like they could
right.
be liable if Lucas and Issa get hurt in the
Oh my
car or
god.
something.
I never even thought about that. See?
So so
You're so good at
overall,
this.
I wrote that there were 6 infractions, though the Sean and Angela one, I put that happens kind of like 3 times ish, but like it can just happen as like one thing,
Yeah.
So overall, I said there were like 6 infractions.
I kind of forgot to mention this when we were talking about Sean and Angela, but we learned that Sean and Angela were dating, like it had passed, but
Oh yeah.
that the reason Angela, I feel like she's very bitter and petty, and I think it's because
Mhm.
she had broken up with Sean to become a star, to do her job, like she wanted to do her dream, but at the end of the day, she and Sean are working at the same shit school.
True.
Well, I mean, it's not shitty, but it's, like for them,
Yeah.
that wasn't what their original plan
And
was.
it's not like he necessarily dreamed of being like an educator performing arts school. Like
Exactly.
it's not necessarily something he's like super passionate about. So I can get why
They're
she's a little
bitter.
bitter and like he's always causing problems and shit. So I
Mm-hmm.
can get it.
Sean, ugh. Yeah, Time
Um
Warp
and then yeah,
performance.
time warp kind of happens and that's the end of the episode. They go to the
See,
little
I
thing.
wrote down that instead of Time Warp, I think that they could have added another Phantom of the Opera song, and it's the Masquerade Why So Silent.
That would be
Because
fun.
I know Farco could have sang the hell out of the Masquerade like high pitched sound. I know he could. He got that, what's it called? Falsetto?
Yes.
He does.
That would
He
be really
wigged.
fun.
And then there's like this one line where it's like, no more notes, no more ghost line. I think we could have had it. I think instead of Time Warp, it should have been this.
I agree.
Like, obviously, Time Warp is fun. It does its job. But I think Phantom of the Opera, we should have ended it with the Phantom of the Opera.
It's true. I agree.
And that's like the one thing. Like, if
Or like a
I could change.
medley.
Oh my god, yes, there you go. A medley.
We used to have in my choir here. You can find out I'm a choir kid again. We had we sang a little medley of that could be fun. It shows versatility.
Wait, I think a medley of what?
A medley of the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, it's
Like
for some reason that end bit like cut off. I'm sorry.
Oh my bad. No, yeah, it's it had Phantom of the Opera, Think of Me, All I Ask of
Oh, I love
You,
that.
Music of the Night, and Point of No Return, I think.
Ooh, girl, do you have that recording? I want to see that.
I don't know, probably not. I'll just sing it all for you.
Ooh, let's go perform it.
No. Not right now. Dilf ranking. Did you do your Dilf ranking?
Yes, I did. I typed it out and everything. My Dilf ranking was Eric, number 1.
Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. Why
It's
is he number 1?
It's because he had mentioned the fact that why would you double book this? And I understand, like in this sense, he was worried about both of them. Like he knew that there was gonna be some shade, some hateful anger coming from both sides. And he's like, why would you do this? And I liked his little worried self. Jack is number 2, and then Corey and Sean 0.
Okay, mine. Jack number 1. He was barely in it, but he has to default be number
1. Of course.
2, I said Sean. I know, throw the tomatoes. I just like I like how he cared a lot about his students.
Yeah, and you know what? You're valid.
Took charge.
Mm-hmm.
3, I put Eric. Kind of same reason as you, I guess. He wasn't super in it that much. 4th, I put Stuart.
Stuart? Oh, right, he's in this.
He's there. I put him 4th because he's like, he doesn't really commit to going to performance, and it's kind of annoying.
I totally forgot he was in it. Like he was barely in my mind.
He didn't have an explicit line. It's just in the prose of he's like, oh, me and Mr. Jacobs make deals together, and this is the worst voice ever. But I don't know if I can make it to performance. Whatever.
Whatever. I love that. Great.
And then
voice actor.
Corey, literally hire me. And then 5th, I put Corey. Yeah. He's just so fucking annoying. If I could make him 1,000th on the list. I just list every single dad in New York. Like, I don't like him.
He doesn't even appear. Like he's not a dad to us.
Yeah, literally.
Like he's an ill. No, he's an
ill. No, I would, but it's not. I'd like to.
No, he would just be ill.
Oh, he's ill. But
no,
that's
ill.
like I like. Oh, ew. Sorry, I can't fucking hear.
The music, like, these bitches are so stupid. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyways, yes. Who was your favorite character?
I honestly, like, I couldn't think. It's not like in a bad way. I just wasn't sure. I guess I enjoyed.
I picked Dylan.
I like Lucas and Issa. Okay. Oh,
Lucas and Issa. Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry, I'm like looking at Spider was my least favorite character.
Hey, that's one of my subscribers.
Oh, sorry. Well, it's like, yeah, it's kind of breaching my privacy.
Well,
like it's kind of stalker behavior.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I like Lucas and Issa. They were fun, and I also like Zay being a little missed, but there wasn't necessarily like super crazy standout for me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not in a bad way. Like I just like enjoyed it. Like it was, you know.
Yeah. I think.
You? You said Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan. But for fave dynamic, I put Lucadora. We saw a little bit of them this time. We saw their sibling. Well, I say sibling, but the friendship behavior.
Well, it's like sibling-esque.
Yeah, but like right now we're not really seeing that much. Like later on in the season, you'll see more of them being like sibs. So, but I love them. It was cute seeing them work together, and that he was at her house, and when they were leaving together in the car, and he drove off, and they were gritting, like very sweet. We stand to goth.
I put just like the techies in general.
Ooh, yeah, that was
fun.
They were fun.
Favorite character?
Ooh, I think least favorite character, Maya.
Okay.
I was gonna say Farkle, but then I felt kind of bad because he did go through, like, we saw a lot of sad things. Like first he's getting ignored by his family members, and then he gets traumatized by his own school mates. Stupid prank, and then we have Maya, who's like, ugh.
I'm gonna add that as an infraction. 7.
Yes, 7 please. Write all this down.
Yeah.
At the end of the season, you have to total them all.
Yes. I think. Oh.
What about you? Who was your...
Actually, yeah. I wrote IDK Corey because I don't know. So he's my least favorite, I guess.
Yeah, you know what? True, he did.
I wasn't
he interrupted
like
Riley.
Oh, Sarah can be on there too because like she was there for 1 second and she bitch. Like
her only line was to just be rude to Riley, which was like,
at least Maya like she.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, no, I respect you.
I have beef with her.
Like, yeah, but no, yeah, I respect your choice of her as.
No, thank you.
No.
And so the end of the episode, we end off with just a very sweet sentiment where it's like, even if the performers and the techies are divided and they hate each other and they want to kill each other, that regardless, like, yeah, but that when they have like a successful production or like or performance or whatever, that they're all happy. And I like that. It's sweet. Like,
yeah, that was nice. It's sweet, but it's also a little foreboding because it's like, well, this shit is not going away anytime.
yeah. They're always gonna be kind of rude to each other, and there's gonna be that divide. But they're gonna get better later on. I feel like in season 1 they weren't obviously like, oh, let's be besties. But over the course of the season, up until like the finale, I feel like we see a little bit more working together.
Yes,
not a lot, like in this 3rd season, but you know what I mean.
So
and that's it. That's the whole episode.
Next
that was fun.
is the tutoring episode, which
Ooh.
will have some hack.
Oh wow. And yes, you especially. I feel like
I'm so excited.
what was that noise?
No, I just am free with my voice and who I am in my expression.
Wait, what is it that you were gonna say at the end of it where it was like peepers?
Oh, yes. Well, we're still trying to figure out a schedule, but it might be on Sundays. The time, who knows?
Who knows?
But like weekends, keep your peepers peeled for the next. And
that was beautiful.
Thank you for listening.
That.
I hope you not get scared.
By the Jerry Russo booty
at the immediate start, we're talking about this. Did you see how people edited like this?
Wait, what did he edit?
No, other people edited the Disney logo.
Oh my god. People are so funny and creative out here. Well, thank you all for joining and for listening, and especially to those 10 subscribers. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. And I hope, shout out to y'all. A good week, good day, whenever you're reading this. Annie, I literally forgot to say the pour yourself a cup of ambition. Well, I hope you poured yourself a cup of ambition anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go buy those crocodiles.
Okay, go.
Let's end this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.